boss is in complete and utter shock. Jinwoo says,
"Come on, it's almost too easy." "Sorry, but did my boys really give you that much trouble? Weren't expecting it to go this way, huh? I'd wonder if the undead felt fear, but who cares? You're dead."
Huh? Bro, solo leveling gotta chill. 2 one-shots in a row is diabolical. First Dong-Su and now Dog right here? This shit crazy. And with the team who Grim Reaper defeated, that means Jinwoo has successfully cleared the first 75 floors. Perfect timing too, cause he just ran out of rations, so he's gonna have to go restock before he takes on the other 25 floors. But before he takes off, he makes sure to equip the 25 karat iced out VVS Eliante diamond earrings that he devoed from Vulcan, along with the matching Cuban chain he just snatched off of the Grim Reaper to give him a +5 boost to all his stats. And Jinwoo, knowing that he's 1 item away from saving his mom, is more locked in than ever. So he swears that the next time he visits the castle, he'll finish this once and for all. Alright, so we pick up right where we left off with Jinwoo emerging from a portal after leaving the demon castle, trying his hardest to get an off-guard flick for the gram. So he checks his Minecraft inventory, realizing the last thing he needs to collect to make the elixir of life is the purified blood of the demon monarch, Baran. And in order to do that, Mance is going to level up and get even stronger than he is now by participating in higher level raids. But officially, Jinwoo is still an E rank, so it's no way them boys at the association is gonna let him in any of those. So Jinwoo says he needs to stop faking and decides to go get his rank reevaluated. So we fast forward a little bit, and Jinwoo pulls up to the site and gets called back into the testing room, where he has to place his hand on this huge black crystal that measures mana. And Shorty on the computer immediately gets hit with an error message, so she asks Jinwoo try again, but no dice, same result. Hey, what you got going on in here? The line's backed up out the ass and I'm supposed to clock out in 15. I think the machine might be broken or something. It keeps saying error. Man, watch out. Let me see. Man, what the Yeah, so that's the exact same thing I was doing. Ugh, stupid piece of shit. I got an elite 2-man set up after my shit. Let's huck and jump on work. Okay, hold on. Let me go to task manager. Nigga, I tried that already. Wait, nah, shut up. Hold on, gang. This isn't a mechanical error. What this error message means is that he can't be assessed. This means that this man's mana and aura reserves are so vast that it exceeds our machine's limits. In other words, this sexy motherfucker right here, Sung Jinwoo, is our country's 10th S-rank hunter. So word about Jinwoo being an S-rank spread around the testing center quicker than the STD during spring break in Miami, and everybody's in a frenzy, just glazing. Right now, this man Jinwoo is getting biblical levels of motion like ISO speed. Like even Temu Aizen pulled up to the scene, ready to offer this man the Shohei Ohtani Supermax to join his guild. Like, why hello there, I'm Jongin Choi, head of the Hunters Guild. But perhaps you already knew that. I'll cut straight to the point. We recognize your talent and we'd love to have you join our guild.
Nah, I'm busy right now. Watch out, little nigga.
In the college setting, this is your first impression, your first time. You want to put your best foot forward.
Oh no, this can't be.
Wait, Manager Wu, am I tripping? I introduced myself as Jongin Choi, S-rank hunter and leader of the Hunters Guild, didn't I?
Yes, sir, you definitely did.
So why did this bitch-ass nigga just ignore me? I swear these YNs don't respect nobody.
Nah, ain't no way. Man shot his shot at Jinwoo and just ended up getting curved worse than Lacey. So fast forward to later that night, and Jinwoo just ended up getting curved worse than Lacey. So fast forward to later that night, and Jinwoo's visiting his mom in the hospital. And as he's leaving her room, bro gets pulled up on by Manager Wu, who then introduces him to Chairman Go, the head honcho at the Hunters Association. And y'all already know, it's no way we finna skip over this entrance. I'm weak. Solo leveling is unintentionally one of the funniest shows out, cause they even got 80-year-old unks aura farming. Like, why is you hiding in the shadows, gang? And mind you, they had to plan this whole thing out. So not only did they have to find out the room number of Jinwoo's mom, Dog completely walked past the room to hide, made Manager Wu post up, and then both of them was just sitting there for God knows how long. LOL, bro. This old, there's my cue, at entrance. But anyways, the reason that these two pulled up on Jinwoo was to offer him a position at the Hunters Association instead of joining one of the 5 major guilds. Cause as of right now, power-wise, each guild in Korea is relatively balanced, but if a new S rank were to join any of them, it'll upset the power scale in the country and give that one guild more more influence than the others. But Jinwoo ends up declining the offer because he still needs to get stronger so he can save his mom, and being stuck behind the desk all day will hinder his progress. So we tell Chairman Go he belongs to the streets, fighting in the trenches. Later on, Jinwoo's online looking for new gear, but he's stressed because he can't afford any of it because he's a... Like, yeah, that boy leveled up his drip and power, but he's still technically in E rank for the next couple of days until his new rank becomes official. So that nigga might as well be in the keto phase because he still ain't getting no bread. And Jinwoo has A rank gear from the system like the Spear of Avarice, but he wouldn't be able to sell it without raising suspicion since he's still in E rank. Everybody would just think he was scamming like one of them niggas who post, hey, who got Chaser Wells Fargo? I can make you an easy 5K today on their Snapchat story. So instead, Jinwoo's whole plan is to take a temp job and join a mining team that's gonna be on cleanup duty after the Hunters Guild clears an A rank gate. So it's the day of the raid and we see Jinwoo getting registered for work, where bro is literally gonna have to be on some Fortnite or Minecraft type of timing with his pickaxe all day since excavation tools won't work inside the gate due to magical interference. Then we cut over to inside the gate where Temu Aizen immediately starts aura farming and completely ditched these 3 magic beasts. Take position, tanks.
There's a storm coming.
So the squad presses on, clearing out everything, and emerges from the gate with Choi leading the pack. Jinwoo ducks in the back and hides his face, cause he don't want nobody asking questions about what he doing there. And this is when we officially get introduced to Fine Shit, aka Hey and Cha. And I can't even lie to y'all boys, she needs to come.
Fuck with your boy.
And as she's walking past, Fine Shit immediately senses Jinwoo's aura, so he has to disappear quicker than Lil Rodney's dad. So shortly after that, Jinwoo and the rest of the mining crew head into the gate to farm the Mana Crystal. But Jinwoo's distracted because he can sense the magic power of an A-rank dungeon boss, and he wants to go test out his new skills. He's tempted, but he knows he can't go without raising suspicion. So after mining for a while, it's finally lunchtime, and Jinwoo decides that he's gonna hang back while everybody else dips out. And nah, Jinwoo, you ain't slick, gang. Bro was just waiting for his opportunity. Dropped his pickaxe and made a straight beeline for the boss. Like, we all know at this point, it's 2 things that Jinwoo's addicted to: leveling up and farming aura. So y'all already know, bro couldn't help but give in to temptation. It was impossible. This was just like asking me not to bark in my screen after seeing that new Haley Van Lith video. So Jinwoo pulls up to the front of the boss chamber, donning the most devious smirk of all time. This nigga even spawned in his blade, so y'all already know he was trying to get into some treacherous activities.
Here we are, the boss chamber. This guy's definitely stronger than Metis. As much as I want to, I know I shouldn't kill it. The gate will close if I do, and the Hunters Guild will suffer a massive loss. But a little poke can't hurt.
What exactly do you think you're doing?
What? Me? Just hanging around.
I asked you a question. It shouldn't be too difficult to answer. And knowing he's caught, Jinwoo wants to put on a Hall of Fame, Oscar-worthy type of performance and get on some Future type of timing by straight up lying.
Sensational.
And he just gets a gaslight and Fine Shit saying he accidentally got lost in the dungeon. And funny enough, Cha believes him even though she swore he had a weapon in his hands 2 seconds ago. So Jinwoo starts walking back, and as he passes Cha, wait, hold on.
Yeah, what's up?
What? For some reason, he doesn't stink.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, but why do you actually smell good? All those other hunters smell worse than a middle school locker room. Straight Axe body spray mixed in with the stench of sweaty basketball shorts under jeans. Hey, all I gotta say is, this was W preparation on Jinwoo's part. Even though he knew he was finna be in the field playing Minecraft all day, bro still made sure he smelled good. Cause you never know when the baddie's gonna pull up to the function, so you always gotta be prepared. So Jinwoo made sure to and mix the Versace Arrows with the Blue de Chanel and Dior Sauvage with some EOS vanilla cashmere lotion on the side. And Fine Shit just could not resist. Shorty was ready to risk it all. But nah, y'all boys, on a serious note, if you ain't never tried mixing your favorite fragrance with that EOS vanilla cashmere lotion, let me put y'all on. Game is game. But anyways, Cha ends up checking Jinwoo's badge and sees that he's an E-rank. So she immediately little bros him and sends him back with the squad. And even though he couldn't bag Cha on the first attempt, it's cool, cause Jinwoo was still high-key crossing her mind. So my boy in there. So Jinwoo links with the gang after lunch and starts chopping it up with OG, who's jealous that Jinwoo got to have a conversation with Cha. He was talking about some, whoa, golly G, man, you're lucky. You actually got to have some one-on-one time with her? Even getting to talk to her is a pipe dream for guys like us.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
And do I even got gotta say it? No? Okay, cool. Off this one interaction alone, I'm already knowing what type of dude OG is. Unc is the type of nigga who likes literally everything a baddie posts on her IG story. Like, I kid you not. It could be an actual thirst trap or a can of paint. It don't matter. That heart is getting sent regardless. And liking a bad bitch IG story is just like typing in Kaisenat's chat and hoping he notices. Like, bro, please have a little self-respect. You can't even fathom how much motion they got. I promise you is not on their radar, gang. But anyway, since he did such a good job mining, Jinwoo gets invited back to work another day. And since he still has some extra time before his reassessment, he agrees to come back to earn some extra cash. So we cut over to later that night, and lo and behold, we got fine shit. Up at 1 a.m. trying to get all the details on our boy, cause Jinwoo is still crossing her mind.
Expose him! Expose him!
Y'all, Cha scoured the internet, trying to find this man's IG, TikTok, Twitter, and Snap, but no dice. So she just went straight to the source and asked the Hunters Association, but they won't give her no info either because his file is locked up. So Shorty just has to go to bed thinking about Sungdrip Woo. Nah, man. Somebody needs to nerf Jinwoo, bruh. Cause right now, Dog is hitting harder than an OG pump. Pulling shorties with no effort. Wait, is this what it feels like to be Duke Dennis?
Type shit.
So fast forward to the next day, Jinwoo pulls up to the mining site again where they make quick work of the crystals and they even get to go to lunch early. So while they chilling, they get pulled up on by Captain Ki-hoon Song, an A-rank hunter and the leader of the secondary strike team that's gonna be taking on the A-rank raid in a little bit. And the reason that he's there is because he wants to ask the mining team if anybody will volunteer to be a bag carrier for the raid, since a guy that was supposed to do it flaked at the last minute. But wasn't nobody trying to take him up on his offer. This is like when your boy asks you to take one for the team and entertain the chop shorty on the 2-man. They know it's a setup. Damn. So don't none of y'all broke ass niggas want the hazard pay? I mean, shit, we got some baddies on the squad too. If you come, I can make sure you get a follow back on IG.
Listen, Captain, respectfully, we're a bunch of D&E ranks, and that's an A-rank gate. The hazard pay is cool and all, but we can't spend that money or flex that IG follow if we too busy getting sturdy with Pop Smoke after. So no one here is willing to help us?
And the scene was dead silent until Jinwoo was like,
I do it.
and all the miners think he's crazy, but y'all gotta remember, they don't know the power of the Wooski. So Jinwoo heads to the gate with Ki-hoon, and this is when we get introduced to the secondary strike team, or as I like to call it, all NBA first team fine shit. And I'ma just apologize for what I'm about to say in advance, cause
Raw, next question.
Raw, next question. Raw, next question. Raw, next question.
Stop it. Get some help.
Hey, all I'm saying is, they lucky I wasn't on that strike squad, cause I would have been in that bitch trying to raid some different dungeons, you feel me? But anyways, the squad was out there with mad talent on the roster, looking like the 2017 Golden State Warriors with 6 A rank and 3 B rank hunters. But as they walking in, Jinwoo can't help but feel like something's off. He has that same bad feeling like he did earlier in the season at the Red Gate. But Jinwoo ain't even get the chance to think it over, cause the second the gang heard it was smoke, it was up. On instinct, the entire gang squared up and was ready to get active. And somebody in the shadows must have just popped Squirt Street, cause the squad just got blitzed by a whole pack of demon dogs. Ki-hoon blocks, then cracks this man down the middle like a Kit Kat. Then the tank threw the oops to bro right here who was like,
YUM, first form.
Swiss cheese! And to finish off the combo, Girly summons lasers, and these completely eviscerate the corpses of the rest of the demon dog. And after that first little scuffle, the squad knew something was up. They was just like,
Wait, this is an A-rank dungeon, and demon dogs are C-rank beasts. What are they doing here?
and after looking them over for a second, Jinwoo peeps that all the dogs have collars, meaning that these boys are domesticated. And that pretty much guarantees that there's somebody higher in the food chain that they gonna have to deal with. And right on cue, we hear,
There's the reason behind that bad feeling.
so we see that the gang then just got pulled up on by the D-Block demons. A whole horde of high orcs that look diesel as hell. And the orcs immediately let the strike squad know, we run up the chimney. We ain't ducking no smoke. Bro, let's out a roar, then turns into Tariq Scooble, throwing a 100-mile-per-hour dot right at the captain. And Ki-hoon was able to block, but now his shield's more cracked than a 12-year-old Fortnite Timmy high off G Fuel and Pixie Sticks. And just look at his face. He knows they might be cooked. So the rest of the high orcs immediately got in a nickel double mug and started spamming mid-blitz 0, the most broken blitz in the game. So Tankboy whips out his taunt skill, but that shit ain't work, cause this orc just used Bro's shield as a stepping stone, and like any good DPS, started targeting the backline. But luckily, Bro was able to counter by using Fireball 2 to knocking him back. But literally all it did did was stun him for half a second. Bro took 0 damage and started darting right back in. So to avoid getting turned into chopped cheese, the Goth Betty gets in her bag, summoning Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Strap, conjuring ropes and shit to capture